Another episode of E&C Question Reflection, where you learn truth, knowledge, and understand. Before I even get started, I'm going to go ahead and remind y'all, if you haven't already, to go ahead and subscribe to this channel. The link is in the description. Also, like the video, share it, and comment if you want to say something. So I'm fixing to do something that I don't normally do, and that's I'm finna discuss Cardi B and Offset. I normally don't get involved in people's business, and I normally don't speak on other people's relationships and all that. However, because this has they got back and forth kind of ideas about who they're going to defend and who they're not going to defend. Well, as you know, on my channel I speak on both sides. Right is right and wrong is wrong. That's how it is. So it has been said that Cardi B is divorcing Offset because he's cheating. So a lot of people will go back with well, you're supposed to, if someone's cheating on you, then you have the right to get a divorce. That's true. You do. You scripturally have grounds for a divorce when someone is cheating. But see, I hate when people do this. They automatically jump to conclusions, which means end results. They automatically jump to the idea of what other people's reasonings for doing things are. Because I guarantee you that the majority of people who are assuming why Cardi B is getting divorced is because of this reason. They actually don't know the ins and the outs of it. Neither do I. I can go off of what I've been told. I can go off of what I've seen, and I can put two and two together. But that's about it. It doesn't make it factual. It doesn't mean that it's true. It doesn't mean that what I'm saying is false either. But I'm gonna tell you like this: when Cardi B first got started, when she first was making music, she wasn't as extreme as she's being now. So being a wife involves so much more than signing this little line on a piece of paper and claiming a position. You have to actually be doing what you're supposed to be doing. And I know a lot of people are stuck on this. How's it go? I don't cook, I clean, but I'll tell you how I got this ring. I think it's a lyric or something that's in that WAP video. It is. But being rich, being a person who has a lot of money, you don't necessarily have to cook or have to be able to clean, because a lot of people tend to have other people doing it for them anyways. In the movie industry, they spend a lot of time doing other things. So a lot of times they don't necessarily have to know how to cook or clean. They don't necessarily have to do that. However, that is a wife's responsibility. Technically, a wife's responsibility is whatever the husband tells her that her responsibilities are. I mean, really, if you really want to get down to the nitty-gritty, that's really what it is. But if you actually step back and get Offset's side of it, I read a whole article about him. He stated that he feels like Cardi B is an embarrassment to him because he didn't want a kind of woman that was vulgar and that was doing all that dancing and stuff. And I mean, come on now, what man wants their woman doing all of that? And yeah, it's the music industry and that's what they do. But it doesn't matter what we feel like the industry should be doing or should not be doing, because we're not married to Cardi B. That's Cardi B's. Hey, Gavin. It's Cardi B's. Offset that's his wife. So it doesn't matter if we feel like it should be okay for her to do that. He don't like it. He's married to her. So he stated that Cardi B is an embarrassment to him. That's embarrassing for her to be walking around and acting like she's acting. There was even another something else that came out where she's on stage and sticking bottles in places she shouldn't be, and then they drinking after that, and then she's doing some really off the wall stuff. So a lot of people is sitting back like, well, you know what, she's doing all of this, but she should be able to divorce Offset because Offset is cheating. So people have to actually take the whole story for what it is. You know, yes, she has a right to divorce him if she wants to. I mean, she can do that. But a lot of standing up like, oh, well, she stood up for herself. Really? She's standing up for herself because she's cheating. No, I'm not saying that a woman should ever tolerate a man's cheating or infidelities or adultery. I'm not saying that whatsoever. But what I am saying is you have to hold a person credible for, or accountable for what it is that they're doing. Sorry, guys, I'm a little distracted because I'm driving. I got to save my life. So you have to hold people accountable for what they're doing that's wrong. So Offset said that he is embarrassed. He is embarrassed by what she's doing because, you know, look what she's doing. I mean, for God's sakes, look at the song she made. That would be an embarrassment for any man that wants to have a half-decent wife. I mean, he knows that she's in the music industry. He knows that she's going to be, you know, out there doing stuff for her music. But as far as putting her sexualizing herself as far as she has, it's embarrassing. So Offset has said, you know what, I don't really want her. I don't want you doing this video. I don't want you to be sexualizing yourself and being this vulgar in the videos. And see, that's when she had a problem. She ain't have a problem with his cheating. And I don't know how many times I say this. I probably will make a video about it. And it's a given. I know some women are gonna be like, that ain't true. Actually, think about this when I say it. Women tend to be more upset when a man cheats if it's emotionally attached. So if a man goes out and they cheat and it's just physical, women don't tend to be too upset about it. Yeah, they get on it, you know, but it tends to go away really quick. But when it's an emotional attachment to another woman, those women be mad. When that man emotionally attaches himself to another woman and it starts spending time with this woman, that's when a woman gets really, really, really upset about it. So Offset been doing that stuff. But she was never upset. She was never too mad about him actually cheating until he tried to take her control of how she was going to do her videos or what kind of videos that she was going to do. That's what caused an argument. And she even stated herself, she's actually just tired of arguing with him. Well, what are you arguing about? They're arguing because of the things that she's doing, the kind of videos that she's making, or him cheating and him she's tired of arguing with him. So she's not actually divorcing him because he cheated. She's tired of the back and forth. She's tired of the argument because he wants her to be doing one thing and she don't want to do it. She don't want to do it. She does not want to, she doesn't want anybody to have control over her. She wants to be able to do what she wants to do. And as long as she's able to do what she want to do, she's going to be okay with it. What she's going to end up doing is she's going to get with a man who is going to be okay with her doing that in the beginning. And then eventually that man's going to get a little tired of that because he's going to get older. He's going to realize she's really sexualizing herself. He don't want no other man touching on his woman like that. And it's going to cause a problem. She don't see it as a problem. So what's she going to do? She's going to get rid of what she sees as a problem, which is Offset. But if she would change what she's doing and she would respect her husband enough when he asked her to stop being so vulgar and stop sexualizing herself so darn much, they'd still be married. But no, she doesn't want to do that because Cardi B wants control. Cardi B wants to be in control of whatever it is that she's doing. And now that her music is actually making a lot of money, she don't really feel like she need him any kind of way. So the thing about it is we can't just step back and just be like, well, I'm going to defend Cardi B because Cardi B is, you know, she's upset because her man cheated on her. I think this child is, baby, don't test drive on the back roads if you can't drive. We can't be so quick to take somebody's side and you don't know the facts. You can't be so quick to be like, well, Cardi B is just, you know, person because he's cheating on her. Yeah, well, he had the right to say what he said about her making all that kind of music, but she didn't want to hear that. She didn't want to hear that. She wants to continue to be able to bounce her behind around and let people touch her when she's on stage and let her do all the little nasty things that she's doing and him not say anything about it. And when he says something about it, now she wants a divorce. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I'll be the first one to say, if you want to be a nice, decent woman, you need to learn how to be a nice, decent if you want to be a nice, decent wife, you got to be a nice, decent woman. Can't be bouncing around and expect your husband to sit around and just not say nothing to you. Your husband, he gonna say something to you. Any man don't want just anybody feeling on their wife, even if she's famous. They don't want that. And so now that he got something to say about it, she don't like it. He said that she's an embarrassment to him, and that is an embarrassment. That's a huge embarrassment. Your woman out there on stage. Go look at it. Go look at that video. Go look at the video. Look it up. My husband says that's easy. That's an easy video to find. She doing all that kind of nasty stuff on. That's some nasty stuff. Oh, Cardi B's a freak. Yeah, Cardi B's a freak, and now she's getting a divorce because her husband don't want nobody. He don't want no woman doing that kind of stuff. Come on now. You know, well, that's the music industry. Yeah, that is the music industry. You're right. But that don't mean he got to tolerate that music industry and the things she doing in it. There's a lot of music artists who don't do the stuff that she do and they still making money. Of course, the sexualization it doesn't completely not help the situation, because that's what's trending now. Sex. That's what's trending. I saw a girl the other day. What was it? She makes $10,000 a month on OnlyFans, acting like a freaky cat or a kinky cat dog or something. That's what sells, and I get that. But don't be mad when your husband is saying he don't want you acting like that, or he don't want you saying certain stuff, doing certain stuff, and now you got a problem with it. Cardi B doesn't have a problem with the fact that he was cheating on her and doing stuff, because he been doing that. And she can't say, well, I just want a divorce now. I didn't want to tolerate it. I'm tired of tolerating it. Don't be mad because you tired of tolerating what he's doing, but he's supposed to keep tolerating what you doing. Don't be mad. You having what they call that back in the day, cyber sex, where you be on the computer having all kind of crazy stuff with people on the computer. What you think you sexualizing yourself? You might as well be doing that in crowds of people. But somebody's supposed to be pleased with you? No. Now, like I said, I'm not saying that she doesn't have a right to divorce him because he was cheating on her. I'm not saying that at all, because that is a scriptural ground for a divorce. I'm not saying that. But I'm not taking sides either, because both of them wrong, if you ask me. But what I'm telling you about Offset is not wrong for saying he did not want his wife acting vulgar anymore. That she is embarrassing him by getting up there doing that. He's not wrong for saying that. That's his wife. But everybody else will be all upset with him for saying that. That's not your wife. I guarantee you, if you a man, you wouldn't want your wife doing that, or you wouldn't want your girl doing that. And so you can't sit there and say anything about Cardi B. And girls, I'm gonna tell you this: if y'all taking Cardi B's side, saying, oh well, she was just taking up for her man, I can guarantee you, if that was your man up there, allowing women to grab on him and feel on him, you'd have a problem with that too, and you're gonna have something to say about it. Think about it. Just think about it. Put yourself in that position. Would you be able to deal with that? No. No. I mean, of course, if you're doing it too, you probably wouldn't care. But see, that's what caused the divorce. That's what caused her to be like, well, I'm gonna get a divorce, because he took her control. He took away what she wants. All she wants is control. She wants to be able to do what she want to do, say what she want to say, flirt the way she want to flirt, do the things that she want to do on stage, and think her husband ain't gonna say anything to her, or he shouldn't be able to say anything to me. I can do what I want. You can't do that. You can't be like that. You can't be like that and be married. Period. You can't be doing that and be married, flossing around here, flirting and flossing your behind and wearing whatever. And I ain't even gonna talk about how the influence that has on our young ladies, but that's a whole nother video for me. That's a whole different video. We talk about that later. But I'm not taking sides at all. I'm not taking sides whatsoever on this Cardi B situation because they both wrong. He wrong for cheating. He shouldn't have been doing that. No, he shouldn't be cheating. That's your wife. You know, you're supposed to stay faithful. But she shouldn't be doing what she's doing either. And honestly, I'm not mad at him for saying that she was an embarrassment, because I wouldn't, if I was a man, I wouldn't want my wife doing that. And you say, well, he accepted that. No, he accepted it. He accepted her music industry. But if you notice back then, she wasn't doing what she's doing now. She wasn't doing that back then. Think about it. She wasn't doing that. It's got worse over them 2-3 years that they've been married. It's gotten worse. Influence is a powerful thing. You got to watch who you be around. That's why Offset said what he said. She's an embarrassment to me. And when he finally said, I don't want you doing this WAP video. I don't want you doing this song. I don't want you doing this. And she did it anyways. It caused an argument. It caused a heated argument, matter of fact. And when it caused that argument, when he began to try to take her power or her control away from what she can and cannot do, she got mad. Because like I said, Offset been doing stuff. She been complaining about what he is and ain't doing. Been doing it. Been complaining. And she ain't divorced him then. And it ain't because, I'm telling y'all, it's not because she tolerated it. I'm telling you, because when a man or a woman, when they cheat, especially when it's a woman, when a man cheats on a woman, if it's physical, if it's just physical, that woman gonna be upset, but she gonna eventually give it a week. She gonna let it go. If it was emotional, if there was an emotional attachment to the person he cheated on her with, she gonna be irate. She gonna be. It's gonna take her months, years to get over that. So none of the people that Offset is cheating on has an emotional relationship. It's not an emotional attachment. So Cardi B don't care. But now all of a sudden he comes up with this. Well, I don't want you doing this video, and I want you to stop doing all this vulgar stuff that you're doing and sexualizing yourself and dancing the way you want. That you dancing and doing all this crap you're doing. Now, because he's trying to change who she is. Because he wants a nice girl, but that's not who Cardi is. Cardi's not going to do that. That's the kind of person, for God's sake, she was a stripper. You know? But even strippers have limitations. They only go so far. She doing some serious stuff. Watch them videos. And with that being said, that's why she want a divorce all of a sudden. Because she feels like he's trying to control what she's doing, the kind of music that she makes, the things that she puts in her videos, the kind of things she puts in her lyrics. He don't want her to act like that no more. He doesn't want her to be that kind of girl no more. And so now that he's taking her control of what she can and can't do, she just gonna divorce him because he's a problem now. He's a big problem. And he's a problem because he's stepping up and telling her, look, I don't want no woman that's acting like you acting. Like, I kind of want you to stop doing this. And she can't handle it. Okay? So like I said, I'm not taking no sides. I'm not taking no sides whatsoever. Cardi B, I'm not saying Cardi B wrong for divorcing him. If her reasoning behind this cheating is, I find that hard to believe. But if it is, I don't blame her for that. I don't blame Offset for being upset with how she acting. I don't blame her at all. But all I'm here is to state facts. I give you my thoughts about this Cardi B and Offset divorce. Yeah, it very well could be a publicity stunt because it is kind of funny how it just jumped off. But it did happen right after that WAP video. I knew when that happened. I said, you know what? I bet you this got something to do with that video. Because that video, I mean, it started off, man, that's an old song. But it started off as, it's some hoes in this house. It's some, really? Look. Okay. Look. That's true, Jenny. Oh, that's true. You can't. Especially when they won't change their intentions. He did. He knew she was a stripper. But see, the thing is, now she's publicly doing this. She's doing this in front of the whole world, the whole nation. Now it's embarrassing. It's one thing when you stripping. There's only so many people that go into one strip club. And am I saying she's right for doing that? No. Am I saying he's kind of dumb for marrying a stripper? I'm not gonna say that, because there might be some people that turn their life around being doing that. So I'm not even gonna say that. But look, I don't take sides. But I'm gonna tell you, this ain't had nothing to do with him cheating. She claimed that's what it is, because she gotta have a nice excuse. But I'm telling you, that ain't got nothing to do with it. It had nothing to do with that. I'm telling y'all, it's too weird. It got to do with the fact that he has taken her control. He asked her to stop doing what she want to do, and she's not gonna let nobody tell her what to do. She gonna do what she want to do, when she want to do it, how she want to do it, and she not gonna be controlled. She's not going to. She definitely ain't gonna submit to no man, and that's part of marriage. But she's definitely not gonna do that. And so when he's coming and telling her to stop doing that because it's embarrassing him, she can't handle it. So now she's like, bump this. I'm tired of dealing with this. I'm not gonna be dealing with this no more. You trying to tell me what to do? You already cheating, so I already got enough grounds to divorce you anyways. I'm just done with this. And he probably like, look, all I asked you to do was stop. It goes both ways. Both of them need to chill out. Both of them need to chill out. But you know what? That's what it is. I told y'all, I'll give y'all my thoughts. I'll give y'all, what was going through my mind about it. And it is what it is. With that being said, I left the description to subscribe to my channel in the description box. So click on it, subscribe to my channel. I got a lot more videos that you could be watching. I'm finna drop a couple of videos today. So with that being said, I'm gonna catch y'all on the flip side.